All right, hey, welcome back, everybody. Hey, this is Lawnmower Carlo with the Cutting Force Lawn Care channel. The Cutting Force is with you. All right, hey, I got a lot of things going on right now. Been doing a lot of videos, so I'll be putting them out. This one is a 128 LD Husqvarna power head. It's a combi unit. This you can get in any Husqvarna dealer. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it anywhere. This is what commonly you'll find at Lowe's, or you have found at Lowe's, because I think they're changing the model to 130. This is your entry level into this power head. It's inexpensive for the brand, and it has a universal changeout, which if you saw my last video where I had the Ryobi power head on it, so it's universal. Just has a pin that clicks in. When you go to the 525 and the 535, you have a star connector, and you can no longer use those. So, I got, believe it or not, I got contacted by a company called Hipa. I'll put a picture of the product right there. Alright, so they contacted me a while back. Long story, I didn't know what they were, realizing that I've ordered from them in the past, quite a few times actually, through Amazon. And I remember that I was using their product, didn't know it was their product. But they basically are an aftermarket parts, maintenance parts company, I believe. And you can find all their stuff on Amazon. They do have their own website, which I'll post a link to it in the description. So go to the descriptions and you'll find all the posts for their website, and I will probably click a link to Amazon as well, but for right now I think I'm going to just put their information in there. So I got this package the other day, and this is what it looks like. I did open it up already, but just to show you, okay. Came in my name, which is pretty cool. So I talked to their rep, good conversation, and this is what they sent me. I didn't know what I needed right off the back. They asked me to do a video for them, and apparently they are having a spring sale coming up, I believe now or sometime soon. So check them out, because they have discounts. I've already saw some discounts actually they had posted on their website, because if you go to their website, you can actually log in and get into their system, so they can send you information and stuff. So just another avenue for where you can find products. Very inexpensive. I mean, the prices are, it almost makes sense to buy the carburetor kit, then they even clean it out. That's where I was getting at with kind of why I wanted one, because the price was so cheap. I've ordered bubbles, I've ordered filters, I've ordered a lot of other things from my other machines, and I'll show that eventually. But right now this is a carburetor kit, looks like, and it even says it right on here, 128. Yeah, 128R trimmer and edger, new, Husqvarna. So this is an aftermarket part, but it is a maintenance kit. So let's see what's in here. I don't know what's actually came in the kit. I'm thinking it's a carburetor kit, or if it's a spark plug, I'm not quite sure. So here we go. So let's get into this. Let's see what we have. All right. I just did a couple other videos of some other stuff, and I'll put them out as well. But here we go. It's actually a cool box for aftermarket. Kind of looks almost like it's a product of their own. Well, maybe that's what it is. They make their own stuff. I don't know. I'm learning about this right now, so it's kind of cool. So here we go. Let's see what they got. All right, it's exactly what I thought it was. It is a carburetor kit. This is actually the carburetor. This is actually the shield that goes up against the machine and the carburetor. So this goes up against the engine and the carburetor. Let's see what else they got in here. Oh, okay. So this is the actual carburetor. There you go. So there you go. That's a carburetor. That is a carburetor. So you don't have to take all this apart. Diaphragm, it's already all put together for you. So all you're basically going to do is just take these two bolts out and put this one in there and hook up all of your stuff. Now these are your adjustments for your high and low. Don't mess with them unless you look at how to do that. Okay. Alright, and this is the actual washer that goes on here, I believe. Somewhat like that. So that goes right on top of there. There is a hole, so you can see where it goes. There's a little tiny hole right there, a little jet. That's got to be matched up, or it won't work. So there you go. See? But I'm going to show that up close. I just want to see what's in this kit. Oh, okay. That is cool. All right. I have to give it to them. That is pretty cool because I was not expecting all that. In this little box was everything that I wanted except for one thing, which is an air filter. So I got to get an air filter separate. But there's extra bubbles in here, so you can see that. There you go. There's the spark plug with the extra aerators. Now this is nice because those are actually big aerators. They look like almost OEM. I've seen some that were really tiny aerators and they don't really work as well. Oh wow, and they give you plenty of fuel line, so wow, they give you a lot. Look at that. So you have enough fuel line to do another machine or something, or you have enough to compensate for mess ups. So that is pretty cool. That right there, little things like this, okay, which it looks stupid, like it's little, but this goes a long way to a consumer. I like that to have this extra material because I could mess up a couple times. I don't have to worry about it just only being so long. I have enough. And it's nice because I can cut this right in half and probably use it on another one and save some money. And don't think that the company wouldn't get paid back for that because I think that I would buy from them again just because of that. That's cool. I like that. That's like when you get fries and you have the extra bag of extra fries at the bottom of the bag. It's so cool. All right. I'm not getting paid to do this, so just to let you know, I'm not getting paid to do this. The only thing that was sent was this was sent to me for free. So this is about a $24 value. I'm not getting paid to do this, so there's not a whole lot of benefit for me to polish. You know what? If you know what I'm saying. So I can afford this stuff on my own and don't need, but it's great to have somebody want me to help them with this. So this is pretty cool. So there you go. They gave you two, so that's cool. So, wow, and you get two more bubbles, which that's cool. Now, here's the difference. These lower end units have a different kind of bubble than the higher end units, and I'll have to show you on another video that I actually bought it from them. As a matter of fact, I have the other bubbles. I'll show you. It's a different bubble when you get to the higher end units, the 3 series and the 5 series. I bought this kit. And actually, this one actually says Hipa on it. I actually bought this kit. It came with plenty of line, and this also came with the bubbles for the 322L and the 520. It actually has a clip system which is already into itself, so it's a whole different setup. So that's cool because I had 4 in there, so I only used 1. I got plenty of extra string, which I did use some of it. String, it's called hose. So if you have like an old coffee can or something like this, it's good to put parts and stuff in there because it keeps it nice and fresh. That's nothing to do with that, but I just wanted to show you that, yeah, I have bought stuff from them in the past, so that's basically what that company is from what it looks like. It's all these aftermarket parts, which are nice because they look like they're good quality. But time will be the test of that, as you all know, when you're doing these kind of reviews. Don't want to go out and say it's the best thing out there until you've actually tried it. But customer service wise was pretty good, just from texting them, and they sent this in like 2 days. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. But let's get this started. Let's do a tune-up on it. Tune-up on the 128. So put that aside. Put this nice little cool box aside. Let's dig into it. Okay. So I have 3 of these power heads. This is the one I got recently. This one I know runs pretty good. But to get started on this, and I will show you. Let's do it this way. What you want to do is first, you kind of want to pull the spark plug off first so you don't cause any problems, but you're not going to start it, okay? You're not going to start it, but it's probably good to do that anyway. What I'll do is sometimes just get something up and under there so you can just get it out. There you go. So that comes off pretty well easily, okay? All right. This is the screw to get into the filter. So you unscrew this. Boom, that comes out. And these are just little cloth pieces, and this filter will fit. It will fit. All right, so that's cool. So I'll put that one in after. So I know that's good. I'll leave this off to the side. That's junk. Now, let's put this over there. I remember how to do this. It's been a while since I did this. Okay, there's a screw there. Don't need to take that off. You don't need to take a whole lot off on this. This is just a cover plate. So once you get this cover plate off, as you can see, that is the same as that right there. This cover plate is all you have to get off for right now. So let's look into this and see how I got the cover plate off. All right, well the cover plate, believe it or not, is actually hooked up to the actual carburetor. these two bolts. So this is a very easy one to get to. I gotta get the right bolts here. They look like they're some kind of millimeter, a little bigger. 5/16. Okay, so it is a 5/16, and go ahead and get the smaller one. So there you go, 5/16. All right, so righty tighty, lefty loosey. I'm gonna pull my sleeves up a little bit. This can get a little tricky, so be patient. This is not going to be a 1, 2, 3. I mean, it's probably going to take technically 5 minutes to do this, but if this thing's not lined up in there right, it could fall out. So, which is nice, is you're not messing with the diaphragm. This is all put together. That's pretty freaking cool. Oh, that's neat. Pretty cool. All right. So once you get those loose, all right, there's one. There's two. All right. Now what you want to do is take the choke and slide it all the way up, or somewhere out of the way so it doesn't get stuck in the locked position. Okay, just wiggle it through and get it out. Now this, you can possibly, look at this. They put this in there in the store so you can't steal it, this little tag in there. Let me get that out of there. Look, that's where they put it. They put it, beep, 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 beep. So anyway, so there you go. All right, there's that shield I was telling you about. It's right there. So what we're going to do is now we're going to see what we got to do. We got to pull the hoses out. It's actually loose already, believe it or not. So this is the only tricky part. Now this, you got to get that cable on the back on it. So I'm doing that. You can see the cables up top here. Now this is just a heat shield. That's all that this is. Okay, so this should come out, but let me see. Yeah, it came out. Okay, all right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this outside really quick, and I'm going to spray the crap out of it with carburetor cleaner, because I don't want that dirt to get inside the car, inside the engine. So yeah, I'm going to clean it out first. So I'm going to take some carburetor cleaner. I'm just going to spray all in there to clean it up. Let's go outside for that. Bright light, bright light. Alright, so get some carburetor cleaner. Use the straw that it comes with. If you don't have one, well, then I guess you can't use it. Huh? Alright. Alright, we are back. One other thing I wanted to show, I don't know if I had it with me. The scrunchie that you get with these things actually takes the spark plug off. I have whatever this was for, but usually the scrunchie will take this off. Yeah, fits right in there. Okay, we'll use it. Alright, so what I did was I cleared this out with some carburetor cleaner, and I also emptied the gas tank out. Gas is expensive, so I found the container and I put it back in. Wasn't going to waste that gas. So anyway, because you're going to have to take the gas out to change the fuel lines and the filter, so it's going to go into there. So this is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to take this part off just so you can see this part, because it's just hanging on there. So you just wiggle it out. See? Now, you got to take the fuel lines off first. Yeah, let me see. Okay. Well, you got to take this off. This is the wire that goes in there. So what I'm going to do is this has to come off first before I can even do that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the lines out. See something here. Well, I got enough leeway. I can take it all out. Okay. Alright, got enough leeway. This, don't want to break this plastic at all. This is where the line's coming up in here. So lift it up and pull it out. Put that right back where it was. You'll forget. Believe me. The grease, little greasy grease is not that big of a deal, okay? This is going to come off. This is your shield, so you got to pull that off anyway. But I like to clean that up. So in here is the carburetor, okay? So we're going to pull, just yank out the two hoses. Remember which ones go to which ones, because they're sitting side by side. They're just one on top, like they're not crossed, so they're like that. So top and bottom. Just kind of give yourself a definite mental note of what you're doing. You should be able to just yank them out. Put them back. All right. This is where this comes in hand. Now you can actually cut these because you're gonna you could cut them because you're gonna replace them. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them. Now you don't have to cut them if you're gonna reuse the lines, but I'm gonna I'm gonna put new lines in, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. I'm hoping these are the right lines, and we'll see what happens. So make this job a little easier. You can pull them out if you want, but I'm gonna cut them. So. Go. Let's cut. This cuts very easy, these lines. So there you go. This is what I was talking about. They're on there pretty good because they've been on there for a long time. So they're going to be a pain to get them off. Anyway, so I'm actually going to clean this carburetor out and I'm going to stick it on an older one because this carburetor I know works. It's got a little bit of a slug to it, but I know it works. So this is actually still a good carburetor. So don't just throw it away. I mean, if you want to, but I wouldn't. Okay. All right, so you got your lines that go to your tank. One is your inline and one is your outline, so it's just overflow. Take this off. Okay. Get to it. You can yank this completely out. It has this thing that just squeezes back in. It'll go back in there, so you can yank that completely out. This is the part that everybody loves. Show you what I use. I'm over here. Where did I put them? I use these little hook tools, whatever, like kind of something to go in there and grab it. And pull it all the way out. So here you go. This, a lot of times, is overlooked, and a very simple thing you can do is just replacing this little filter. That's why they gave you two of them, which is nice, because you can now see something there. It's pretty close to the factory OEM. It's a slight hair smaller. It looks like an eighth of an inch smaller, so it's not that much of a difference, but it is nice. Look at the second I touched it, it turned pink. It sucks it in. This is like a air stone. It sucks in everything through there, and it keeps the dirt out like I just did. So this all has to come off. Now, when you're just replacing it, you just want to yank this off and put another one on. So you just yank it off, you know, say like, and then put another one on there. But I just yanked it all the way through. Actually, interesting. That is very interesting. Okay, this actually has connectors in there. That's why they give you all this line. I was wondering why they gave you all this line, because there's actually two connections. One's from there to here, and then one's from there to there. So it allows you to do this twice. Looks like you can do 2 times of a change. So that's why they did that. They gave you 2 bubbles, two aerators, and 2 filters, fuel filters. But, oh, this is going to be fun. Yank that out. I think I have to yank it through. I don't think I can yank it out. I think it's got to go through. I don't want to have to take the gas tank off. Let's see if I can yank it out. I think I have to push it through. I don't think I can yank it out. But we'll try. Yeah, you can't. It's got to go through. Come on. It can't be that hard. Really? Well, this is very interesting. I've never seen that before. Usually the line just goes right in there. There's actually another connector in there, which I don't think we're going to have to use, which I don't know why they would do that. Because there's no way you're going to be able to ring that through here, so I'm just going to remove these. I'm going to save these so I know the right size to make them. We'll do the same thing. Just going to pull it all the way up, let the piece fall in there. Yep. See, it had another connector at the bottom, which makes it a super connecting piece, but that is dumb. I'm just going to straight out say it. That is dumb. Why would you design it like that? Oh. See what I was talking about? They put these stupid pieces in there from the inside to where it makes a seal. I mean, wouldn't it make sense to put it on the outside so you can maintenance it? That is weird. That is weird. I was not expecting that at all. Yeah, they changed something over the years, but I never remember coming across this situation ever. Have I ever done one of these from there? I don't remember. Every weed whacker I've ever done, even the good ones that I have, don't do that. So, can you push it through? You can. Let me see. Yeah, it serves no purpose to do it from the top, and there's no freaking way you're going to be able to get in there unless you're one of those little bottle shipbuilder people, and you got a little. That's weird. That is a weird one. I've never seen that before. So I don't know what Husqvarna was doing there. That was weird. All right, just stop playing around. I'm glad you don't have to go any farther. So that's it. This just has to come off. So with all else said to do, let's go ahead and put these in first. Okay, so let's see if I can even get them in. This one's going to have to go in and then come out through here, and then you got to apply. Then you got after to get it through. Yeah, this is the thick one. This is the intake. The intake is on this side. It's the one closest to the handle. You just got to play with it to get it in there. Yeah, so that's why they did that. That hole is so small that this feeds it in through there. There is no way. There's no way you can do that from the inside. I've never come across that before. Never. Welcome to my world. So, you should be able to get this straight in there, this hose. Just got to push it in there. Doesn't want to go. Right, well, I can't get that one in. This one I should be able to get in. Yeah, that one went in without no problem. Now here's the problem. There's gonna leak. That's got to be used. So I know I could probably put this one on here like this. This was the smaller one, I think, right? Was this the smaller one? Let's see. Yeah, I can't tell. They're about roughly the same. So let's try this. Let's just try this. I've never done this like this before, so you're coming along the ride with me. Something entirely new. There. Oh my god. There's just no way. I mean, you'd have to have something to fish it through, like a string or some sort first to get it in there, and then pull that through. So hey, that is weird. That is weird. That is weird. I've never seen that before. Never. I'm gonna have to take the tank off in order to do that, because I'm gonna need to be able to get my dexterity here. I don't think I still can't do it that way. Nope. There's no way. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day. Weird shit everywhere. Let's see if this thin one goes in there on the other side. Well, let's see something. Let's see if this will fit on here. This is a test I'm going to try. It's not going to fit on there. Nope. I got it on there. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this entire gas tank off, and I'm going to drill a hole out just slightly a bit more, so I can fit this line through here. I'm going to use the fat one for both of them, and that's it. Done. This is not enough, so that way the line going through will be. Now I got to take this off. So, all right. So now I got to take the gas tank off. I was not planning on doing all that. So, carburetor. Gonna hold off for a second. I got to do this. So I've never seen this before, so I don't know how this ever happened like this. So let's take the gas tank off. We got to take this top piece off. So. Got to get this whole shroud off of here. I'm thinking it'll go over top of this. Let's just try this. So you're going to use a star bit to get it out. Alright, so there's screws in here. I'm going to take them all off the top of here out. And it looks like one going in here for the muffler. Holding into that piece, I think. Yeah, it is. It's holding in. So you have another screw on this side that's holding into the muffler. So you want to take that screw out, which is a muffler cover. Probably just back it out. There you go. See if anything else is holding. This one's coming here, so you're fine. This piece will be away. So you got to take this one, this one, this one, this one, and I don't know if you have to take these off yet. We'll see. There's two on the bottom. Only me, I'm telling you. I don't know. This kind of stuff doesn't happen to anybody else, but this is how my brain works, and I'm gonna have to fix it. I want to do this, and now that I know that, I ain't gonna take that piece off on the other one. I am going against the norm here because I think that was designed for you to give up and say, you know what, I'm done with it. I'll just go out and buy another one. I really do. So bottom ones right there, those screws are there. Top ones, where are they? Top ones are here. So let's take them out. I'm thinking you can take this off without taking this off. So let's see. If you want to watch this whole thing, you can, but I figured out how to do it in the end, so you don't have to take the tank off, but it's easier. So if you want to skip forward, I'll put the numbers there. Let's start from this so you can skip to where it goes in.
It goes over top, so you should be.
Yeah, I was learning this as I did it.
Let's try to pull it apart.
It's been together for a long time, so they might not want to part ways. Let's take this bottom muffler piece off. One that goes down here to the bottom of the muffler. I don't know if it does anything. Muffler cover. So let's take that off just so we can see more. I just think it's been on there for a long time. Don't want to come off, so I'll take that one. No, I'm gonna take this off too. Let's just take the whole muffler cover off. There you go. That's the muffler cover. And as I thought, it was not holding it. It was holding it to this side. So yeah, it should come right out. It's sort of tight. It's not connected to this thing. Well, you know what? For shits and giggles, let's take this off. Let's take that off. Why not? We're unscrewing screws now. It's just one? Oh, there's two now. Yeah, they're all the way deep in there. Keep these screws separate. That one's there, that one's there. Oh, they in there good. They don't want to come out. They don't have to come out. This goes over top of this. I can see that it does. These are off. Nothing's holding them in. But let's see if I can get this off. I don't think I can. Good. Oh, wow, I can't get them out. That's why you need a T-handle for that. Get more grip on it. You can't get no grip on these things like this. There you go, I got it. I think I got it. There we go. A lot of people don't realize screwdrivers actually have a thing here to do that. You can put a wrench on there. I mean, I'm not sure what's going to fit it. That's what that's for. Learned that a long time ago. I was always like, "What's this for?" Well, that's what it's for. So now you learn something. You probably already knew that, I'm sure. I ain't never teaching anybody anything new. Look at that. That is in there good. This thing hasn't come apart in a long time. I hope it's not stripping. It's actually working. Still got a lot of torque to it. There we go. Give me a fit, huh? Give your mama a fit. Alright, here we go. I think I've had to maybe do this this is probably only the second time I've ever had to use a wrench type to get the screwdriver off. To use on a screw, there's these things here. A lot can go wrong. You can actually twist it up inside here and ruin your screwdriver. Its torque is too much. So that's how you know they're all good. The hell? Okay. Okay, so this was on top. Okay. Didn't think it was. Yeah, there you go. Don't drop it all. We'll lose it all. Okay, that's my life. Put them right back where they go. So you don't lose them. If you know. Right back where they go. Don't play with this now. Alright. That booger's off. Now, she comes right out. She comes right out. Hold on. Why are you not coming down, huh? Oh, this one here. Look at that. Another one. Another one. See, if you guys weren't here, this is just where I get off. All right. So I'm gonna put that back over here. So I'll lose that. Okay. So that came off. Yeah, it's nasty in there. I want to clean all that before I put it back on. Then get to the spark plugs. While we're here, you might as well do the spark plug change too. So here we go. Spark plug. That goes like that. Take that booger right off. The same height. Okay, so that's cool. That just goes right back in there. You can actually look in there a little bit. Flashlight, you can see the sill on the top, but that's all you can see. Alright, so that goes back in there. Do it by hand first. Get her in there. Come on. Better not be Chinese threads. Alright, there we go. Alright. Just give it a snug tight. There you go. And that goes right on top. Now, this spark plug is a little bit taller than this one. I have noticed that. But she should be alright. Okay, that, wow, it came right out. See? So, I'm going to unplug it again. Okay. So, let's put you over here. Alright. Okay. Now let's see why you're giving me a fit, huh? Give them that fit. Alright. See what I'm talking about? Two little holes there. And these little like nipple things were in there from the inside, not from the outside. So, just thought of an idea. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Just thought of an idea. Take this off on the one side. Come on. Just thought of it right now. Probably didn't have to do all that. All right. So what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to push this in through here, right? Then I'm going to go ahead and attach the other side to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it through enough so I can do that. If I can get it through. I don't think I can get it through, but we're going to try. Try to like squish it a little bit of some sort. Nope. I can't get it through there. I cannot get it through there. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Only other thing I could do is put this wire on there first to try to. It was a little skinnier, but I still can't even get it really up and over this thing that well. Oh, that might work. Get the skinnier one over here. I got an idea now. Got an idea now. Okay, get on there. Got you on there. Guess what? You're on there now. All right. I just figured out how to do this. All right. So what you want to do is, where did I do? Where did I put the other one? Okay. So take this thing off. Stop it. One is slightly smaller than the other, but not by much. So basically what I'm going to do is this one. Okay. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off now. Okay, so I can't go in. So I just watch. Just figured it out. That's how my brain works. All right, here we go. I put that on there, right there in the center. See it? I'm going to fish it through. Goes right through, like nothing. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, here we go. Just thought of it. Wow, why didn't I think of this earlier? I think I did, but I gave up. There you go. See, this is what I'm trying to get at, trying to like fish it through. All right, I figured it out. You almost got to take the tank off. It's too hard to do it in there. You got more room to work with. So here you go. See, fishing the thinner one that they gave you through. So here you go. The thin one goes through. All right. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to pull. See, it's right there. I'm going to try to push this in there, and once I do that, see, it's not coming out no more. There you go. That's how you do it. All right. Hope I got the right one, the one closer in. So I pushed it in. This is how you do it. Now you got all this extra line, okay? Then what you do is you cut this line off. So you want to cut it like this so you can get the gas tank out, just enough to get it out. So wherever you want to cut it, I think right there is good. So go ahead and cut that. All right, now put your new filter on. This is the only way to do it. There's no other way of doing it. There's no other. You cannot get this fat wire. You can't get this fatter hose through there. You have to use a skinnier hose. So that might be why they. You know what? There's no directions, so this is for how to. So here we go. Now you learned. You learned it with me. I just learned this. It's not something I've ever done before. Got to use your brain a little bit. That's how I am. I've never just try to figure things out. It's so exciting when you find some way to do something that no one's ever told you. And I'm pretty sure it's probably out there, but I've never seen this the way I did it. This is ridiculous. I've never seen this setup. They gotta just delete that whole setup. I don't like it. So here you go. Now, this is hard to get this on here, so I just let you know it is not easy. So you want to give yourself enough that you can hang on to. Just kind of work it. Work it, girl. All right, get it in there. Come on, girl. Come on. What happened? The other one went a lot easier. Oh, there's a different one. This one. Just thought of something. I'm trying to stick this in there and try to open it up a little bit. I'll see if that gives a little bit more. There you go. Kind of got to just like work it like that, and you get to see it went in. You're pinching this side and kind of pushing at the same time, like bubbling it. Almost giving it a little bit of air behind it and pinching it off, and using that air to kind of suck up around it when you push it. So then it kind of makes the thing go around there. It's a pain. It's not easy. But you can do it. All right. Now, I just want to let you know that if you break this or cut this line, it will not work because it'll be an air vent. So, you gotta cut it and start it again. Wow, I taught myself how to do that. That is just awesome. So, plenty of extra string goes on there like that. She's done. I probably should have left a little bit more line. Just next time, remind yourself. That's about where it is, but I would just probably do maybe this much more, just so you have more to grab onto. And you got to kind of get it over. Put a little tug on it. Yeah, if you can't take it off by doing that, it'll never come off. So that's done. In she goes. Go, go. Done. All right, I'm going to leave this line. I got to do the same thing with the other one kind of now. So this is your dump line. Same deal. You're going to put it through like that with this onto there. So same deal. So what I'm going to do here is this is connect it to here. How do we do this now? This is a little different one. So do the same thing. It's going to put it on here. Let's go ahead and widen it. I'm going to use this pick to just jam it in here. Just kind of stretch the plastic a little bit, and the rubber, whatever the hell this thing is. I don't know. It's got to be plastic. Just kind of stretching a little bit. Now let's put this bugger in there. All right. Same deal. You see how this is not easy. I should zoom in on this, but it actually, you gotta like wiggle it. Oh, it came off. Okay. You gotta wiggle it. Okay, you gotta like pinch it like this, so that air goes up and over it. And by doing that, the air actually helps it go over the trapped air that's in there. Helps go over this. So pinch it, kind of wiggle it. There you go. Turn it at the same time, kind of back and forth, situation over. So what's happening is when you do this, you create a little bit of an air pocket in the between here and there, and it actually goes up and over. So see, this one has to go all the way up. There you go. Okay, that's all the way up. See that? Okay. So what I'm doing is, now I'm going to put this all the way through. I'm going to cut this line. You know what? So we have more for the next one. Let's see how long we need them. Like this and like that. So I'll make it a little bit longer. There you go. So that one's just a little bit longer, and I'll actually adjust that. Same thing with this one. So now you got to attach this line. So both of the fat lines are on the outside. The skinny lines are both on the inside. I was racking my brain around this. I mean, how do you do this? I just came up with this. Just fishing it through like this. So same deal. Pinch it a little bit. This line's a little bigger, so it's easier to go on. There you go. Like I said, they got to go all the way down or it'll leak. All right. Okay, here you go. So this is the return. Same deal. I'm going to stick it through. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to pull it. So same thing. I can use this. This is I can almost see it. There you go. So okay, there you go. This is the only way. This is the way. All right. So you're going to have to push and pull at the same time because it gets kind of snagged. So push it down, pull it out. Push it down, pull it out. There you go. Okay, so here we go. Now we're getting back to that same situation where that's got a seat inside here. So go like this. You know what? You don't have to do it that way. Let's pull it back out. You don't have to do it that way. All you have to do is this. Because this is the second one. Just cut a line like that for the fuel to come out. It doesn't even have to be that long. So let's just go like this. There. That's just for the fuel to come out. This one here, all you have to do is just push it in. I don't know why I didn't think about this. Because you can't pull it through. You just got to push it in. And then when it gets here, now you got to yank it in there good. Because you can't pull it. It doesn't... This one, I can't get it all the way in there. This one didn't even go all the way in either, so let's just push that back down. Okay. There you go. Alright. Put this in. I got that down as far as it's going to go. She ain't going to go no farther than that, but nothing's going to come out because now that it's wedged in, this part is wedged in with the nipple that's in there, so there you go. I might have gotten these backwards. One might have been slightly bigger, and I put the bigger on as well. I don't know anymore. Let's see if I can use this to push it down in. Nope. Doesn't want to go. Okay. There it is. That's in, so that's good. Okay, so they're in. No, this is in almost all the way. If you can get it in all the way, good for you. But this one is not so important. As long as it can't wiggle out and the air can't get out, this is the return. This one's the one that's the most important. I may have gotten these backwards, but there's no directions on them. One's actually bigger than the other now that I see it. I think I got it backwards. Anyway, so that's how you do it, okay? This one you don't have to fish through. This one you do have to fish it through, so kind of remember that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off at roughly the same size height. That was a hair-raising experience. I guess I've never done one of these this way before. So if you can see inside here, I'll show you. See what I did here is I pushed that in there and pushed that one in. So this is not sitting all the way in. Ideally, that should be sitting all the way in. So I may have gotten these backwards. Maybe that hole was slightly bigger. I don't know. But she's not going nowhere. So let's look inside. Can you see in there? Let's see. You see that? And then you can see the one that's sticking out. This is the one that's just the return. And this one is the fuel line. So see it? There it is. See the return? Just squirts down. And then this one is the one that feeds it. Alright. So while I'm teaching you, I'm teaching me. It's crazy. Alright, I never did this one before like that. I could have swore I've done these before. I've done them with other ones. I've never had this problem. Like the Echoes, I've done those. Those just slide right through. I've done all the backpack blowers, all the Husqvarna ones. They never had that set up. You just push them through. They actually had a kit that went in and you pushed it through, and it had like a round socket that went through there. So that's how you do that. All right. Replace the spark plug. Replace one of these. This is the filter. You got two extra ones. You don't need that. Okay. So now this part. This is going to go on first before I do anything else. So I should clean it. I don't have time to clean all of it, but if you want to get in there and just clean a little bit, get some of that grease out. Ideally, it would be nice for me to just spray all this off. I'll do that another time. I just want to show you how to get this on here. It's like, this is real. This is real life. I'm not phony baloney. This is how you do it. I don't have any of this stuff scripted or planned. I'm just doing it. Get it done, son. All right, bumper fell off. Why? I don't know. Okay, this bumper goes here, looks like. Okay, these little bumpers. Isn't that cute? All right, let's put this urinal back on. It looks like a urinal. Oh, God. Okay, so here you go. That bumper goes in here. That's kind of cool how they put these little bumpers in there to keep the vibration down. So that bumper goes there. Put these two hoses up here, completely out of the way. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. Then this goes on. Okay. You can see the hole goes on the bottom. Those two screws go to the bottom screws, and there's two slots here for the bumpers here to go into. That's nice. That's a nice design. Keep some of that vibration down. Okay. We'll slide it back over. Oh, let's get the spark plug in there. There you go. Yeah, I might have to take the spark plug out. Let's see. There we go. Comes up. All right, so line everything up. Put them over, slide them over. Okay. And this one goes on another one. Those two pieces goes there. All right. So those are in. The top ones. Let's go ahead and screw that back down now before I lose those parts. All right, here you go. Top ones are in. Let's do the bottom ones. Okay. This is a process. Now that I know how to do this, I don't know if, I would still take the tank off. It's going to be a lot easier to work with it in your hands. You probably could do it without doing it now that I know how to do it. But that's not easy to get your hands in there. Unless you got real tiny fingers or something. I don't know. Weird design, really weird design. I figured out how to do it on my own. That's cool. That is so cool. That's why I like buying parts that are inexpensive because you can do it yourself. Hey, you know what? Worst comes to worst, you can't do it. You take it to a shop, you pay them to do it, or you buy a new one. But for the price of these things, that's the way to go. I mean, everything's going up and up and up and up in price now. So, you know, just to throw a tool away is kind of ridiculous nowadays. In the past, it was okay, but now, things are going up so fast. So, and a lot of people don't even work on these. So you kind of almost have to teach yourself how to work on these because a lot of shops will not work on these lower end leaf blower weed whackers. This is considered a lower end, the 128. So they wouldn't work on it. They might, but I've had situations in the past before I got into all this where they would say, no, we're not working on it. Didn't care what it was. But warranty work, they'll work on anything. Or fleets, they'll work on anything. But not everybody will work on weed whackers. It's just the way it is. So that's on. Okay, there was another screw on the side here that I had taken off for some reason. It went somewhere. I remember that. So this one? No. There was one that went. It was that one. Okay, yeah. Gotta take that off. There you go. See that one? Slip it over like this. I knew that was there for a reason, so that goes all like that. All right. So we're getting all the dumb stuff out of the way. Okay, that's on, that's on. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the side cover back on so I don't lose it. There you go. This is just a cover for the muffler. This piece actually mounts into here. That holds it onto there actually. It's not so bad once you get it done. When you first get started on, your anxiety level is through the freaking roof, let me tell you. But after that, feel like a man when you get done, you know? Or a manly woman. I don't know. You know what I mean. Or a womanly man. You know what I mean. Who cares? Alright. Identify as a Husqvarna. Okay, alright. I'll put this bad boy back on. Alright, this is the starter right here. So this, pull this, that, and those grab these little wings in here and starts you right up. Okay, so come on. There you go. It's like putting together a robot. She's alive. Okay. I'm not gonna go all He-Man on this. I don't know who put this on. Whoever put this thing on freaking ate their Wheaties in the morning or something. Get that off. Alright. These bolts go forever. They weren't that long. There you go. Alright, one right on the end. I'm not putting that on yet. Is everything still working? Oh, she's not working. Okay, there you go. All right, now let's get back to the carburetor. All right, so we got to take this shield off. Okay, this has got to come off. This just slips right off. So she just slips right off. See, just comes right off. Little part that goes in here that lines up with here. It's pretty simple. So set it off to the side if you can. Let's just wiggle this off a little bit. Don't rip it off. There you go. Just wiggle it just a little bit. We're going to wiggle it. Okay, here we go. All right, we wiggled it off. Now, here we go. So that's that. Dirty. All right, let's put the new one on. Let's match it back up. How'd it go on? Oh. Okay. This is pretty simple. It took 2 seconds to figure it out. This little half moon goes over this half moon. I'm going to bring this up again. This is like kindergarten when you have the little stars, the half moons, the circles, and the octagons, and the squares, and the pentagons, and the cliglupalagons and everything, and you stick them in the holes. This is the same thing. So something you learn from school actually comes in handy. All right. So you put that in there. You put that in there, and then you put that one over here. All right. Well, it goes on one way. You can't put it in 2 different ways. So you got your screw holes, boo-hoo holes. That's not on right. What am I doing wrong? Doing something wrong. Let's figure this out. Okay, she does line up. That's for sure. Okay. So. There we go. Be real careful here. You don't want to rip it. Just there you go. Get it so it goes through. Be careful. All right, move this dumb thing out of the way again. Move these hoses out of the way. Yep. Try not to rip this. Very careful with it. All right. There she goes. And boom. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. All right. Got your little breather hole there for your ejectors. This goes right over top of that. Okay, now, so you would have thought this would have been the easy part. No, this was the hard. I mean, this was the hard part. This is the hard part. This is the easy part, because she's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. Did I put these back on? Bottom and tops. I'm going to see something here. So where do I want to cut them? I'm going to cut these back just a little bit more. Not too much. Okay. I left the one in the back just slightly taller because this one's a little bit farther in. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to attach these on first. Okay, so let's do that. Bottom one to the bottom one. Go like this. How are we going like this? Yeah, okay, so bottom to the bottom. Believe me, you want to do this part first. It's easier. I don't know if I left me enough line now. Damn it. All right. It makes it easier because they're hard to get on. A little bit of wiggling, but they get them on. So then now you can push them in there good. All right. Okay. So now, just put it right over the screw holes. Slide her in. Now these lines being brand new, they're going to do a little squiggly, pushy, squishy. So squish them back in there. All right. Make sure she touches good. See? Those lines are. Let me make sure they're not kinked. If they're kinked, they're no good. One is kinked. Okay, can't use that one. One is kinked. Too much line. Okay, too much line. This one had too much line on it. So I'm going to take a little bit off. Okay, so see, I just took a little bit off. If it's got too much line, it can kink, and that could be a problem. So this booger came out on me. All right, put that bottom one back on. Now that is a little sketchy what I just did. I used the pliers, the tweezers, to push it in. You can poke a hole through it, but that's the only way it was going to work. So now let's push this back on. Make sure she does not kink, because if it kinks, like I said, if it kinks, it doesn't work. All right, it's not kinked. All right, that's good. All right, good. Yep, if it kinks, it does not work. All right, so that's on. This one did not go in right. Yeah, see that one, I didn't do a good job putting this nipple piece in. It does not want to go in right, so that I got to fix later. But there you go, she's on. All right, good. Now, the cover goes on. It's pretty simple. Oh, forgot one thing. Forgot one thing, very important thing. Got to put the throttle back on. So, I don't know if I can do it from here. Yep, got to pull it out again. It's easier to put the throttle on like this than to. Okay, so put the throttle like that, down and in, and clip it in. So it goes in like this. Alright. While I got it out, let me push this piece back in there. This came out again. Yeah, push that back in. Alright, it's like putting a bicycle together, huh? Alright, there we go. There you go. Alright, so push that down. This goes on over top. So like I said, this wants to be straight out so I can go up and oh, there you go, see it like that. So all you're gonna do is just line up those screw holes right there where those bolts. Put these nuts on here. Put these nuts on here. Alright. I don't think anybody got that, but put these nuts on there just like that. So tiny little areas to work on. I hate that. Use this to get it on. Man, they don't really give you room to work, do they? No room to work. There we go. Got the top one on. And crank that in. Alright, let's get the top one on, bottom one on. I'm not turning it this way because I can't see what I'm doing. So it's just putting bolt nuts on, the bolts. There we go. See? There you go. You'll feel it tighten. There you go. There it is. Done. There you go. That's the choke. That's connected. Then you got your new air filter. This kit didn't come with one, I forgot one thing. I gotta put this on. All right, there we go. You know what? That one didn't have one. Oh, it's underneath. Okay, so now when you put that on there, you got to put this piece over here. So you have a little hole right there, which is just a little bit of an air vent gap for this. That's got to match up with that. So you will see it's like a little brass line in there, so that goes in there. Only goes on one way, so there you go. See, pretty simple. It goes on there. Now we're done. All right. So let's put that back on there. It's a good thing you don't have to take anything off other than this piece here. So now, gaskets everywhere. That's how you know you did something wrong when you see an extra part there. So, my bad. I'm sorry. All right. And I just had such a problem trying to figure this thing out with the gas can tank. All right. I think if you take anything from this, the gas can hookup is the most valuable, other than the carburetor. But this is pretty simple to do. But so this is primarily going to benefit most of the people who have this. I would say from that bought it from Lowe's or Tractor Supply or something like that. That is a regular homeowner for $25, $23. I don't know how much this was. I think it was like $23, $24. You now have a brand new weed whacker, basically. That thing will run strong all summer. And then what you want to do is just replace the spark plug every year. But if you use this a lot, and you could probably go ahead and you have other parts in case these go bad. These go bad a lot because they get a lot of pushing like this, and they get sun cracked, and gas just eats them up. And you have another one of these, so if it gets gunked up, you can change it out. And then spark plug. A lot of times what will happen is people will buy these, and they're yanking and yanking and yanking and yanking on these things, and they're not starting. And it's first check your fuel filter. Well, no, first check your air filter, okay? Then check your fuel filter. If it's not any of those, it could be your spark plug. So if it's not, if it's, you do all that and somewhat works, but a lot of times the carburetors get gunked up inside here, and they're a pain to clean. This one is actually still pretty good, so I'm going to clean this one and put it on my other. I have two more, so I'm going to save this one and clean it up and put it on the other one, which I know the carburetor is just shot. There's no way fixing it. But this is what the filter looks like. You could probably get these through them as well, I'm sure, or you can find them anywhere. The filter goes on, pretty self-explanatory. Only fits on one way, so it goes on there like that. Put your cover on. Okay, just goes right up in there. Or close it all the way down. There you go. Slide on and just tighten her in. There you go. Now, right here is where you tighten and loosen the leanness and the carburetor and the fuel coming in and the air mixture. Hipa actually I actually bought it from them, believe it or not. A carburetor kit. It has a strange looking sockets. It looks like a screwdriver, but the socket's inside the screwdriver. It's like a socket driver. It'll have a half moon or a slit with a line in it, whatever fits your brand. And you go in there and you can turn it to the right or the left, and you can make it leaner or fatter, or you can, same thing with the air. You can do that. But don't mess with that if you don't have to, because there's a way of doing that. You got to start all the way from the beginning and then work your way back out if you mess it up. So there you go. Spark plug is on. All right. Boom. She's done. Oh, you know what she needs also? She needs a gas cap. So with this one here, you just squeeze it, shove it down in there, tighten her back up, put some fuel in it, and that's ready to go. And I know it's not going to start, but it's got good compression. Just make sure that spark plug is in there good. Now with these spark plugs, this happens when it falls over. It can crack the spark plug. So your higher end brands will actually have, well, your higher end brand, your higher end version of this will actually have a cover that goes over it. So that way, if it falls over, it won't damage it. This one is just left open because they want it to break. I don't know. But so there you go. So that's the 128 LD. She's done. I'm going to give a special thanks to Hipa for sending me this free product. This is a carburetor tune-up kit. So you got a new carburetor in it. You got a new air filter. Well, a new fuel filter. They gave you a new spark plug, and they gave you 2 of these extra primer bubbles, and they gave you the line so you can do this one more time. So that's what that's for. Maybe you could probably do it 2 more times, but the one is a little funny how you get that line and how I did that. That's the only way I can think of doing it. So I figured that out on my own right now, and I'm sharing it with you as I did it. So I learned along while I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be really easy. I've done it before on many other things that I have, and they were not that difficult. So difficult level on that is, put that up there, up one of the most difficults I've ever replaced, ever. I actually think it is the most difficult one I did, but the carburetor part was simple. I mean, that's easy. So that was pretty good. I mean, it's nothing on the kit. It's just the way this thing is designed because they gave you all the tools. So just to let you know, if you don't have to take out those lines, don't take them out. If they're fine, leave them alone. So that's what I got with that. Just go ahead and replace the filter. Don't worry about the lines. If they're bad, then you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So just want to say thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave your comments down below. If I can get to it, I will try to answer it. Usually when these videos first come out, I answer all the questions and everything. After the video's been out for a long time, I'll see it. It'll eventually come through. So you should be able to still get in contact with me. So I also, like I said, I also have a Facebook page. I want to put this on my Facebook page as well, so the community can, the lawn care community, you guys can all communicate and share expressions if you would like to on there. That's the Cutting Force lawn care, same thing on Facebook, and I'll put the link to that as well. So thanks again, everybody. I hope this has helped someone, and I guess I should stop talking now. Thanks. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned. I got a lot more coming up on how-tos and taking this stuff to work and everything. So spring is right around the corner. It's actually here now, so we'll be getting into it, and I have a lot of videos that still continue to put out, so keep looking for them. If you subscribe and hit the notification on the bell, you will get the notification. Also check out other links that I will put down here as well, so you can learn more stuff, and check out these videos that are going to pop up like somewhere. Okay? Take care. Get out of the way, videos. All right.